Okay, students, good morning.
Good morning.
Today I will tell to you the story of this chapter, Lost Spring, chapter 2 for class 12th. As we know that in this topic, the lost spring, narrator describes the two story. First story related to Sahib-e-Alam and second story related to Mukesh. This story relates, or we can say the theme of the story, poverty and child labor. Narrator describes the poverty of Mukesh and Sahib-e-Alam, and also we can say that the child labor who faced means as Sahib-e-Alam faced in this story. Story starts from here. When narrator was passing through his way, at that time he encounters, means narrator encounters with Sahib-e-Alam in the morning. At that time when she encounters with narrator, then at that time Sahib-e-Alam working or searching something in the garbage. We can say means as Sahib-e-Alam was searching something in the garbage. As what Sahib-e-Alam was searching in the garbage means Sahib-e-Alam was searching in the garbage golds, or we can say money in the garbage. As we have observed, we have seen many times on the side of the road, many poor peoples, the child of poor peoples always wandering here and there, and they search the money in the garbage, bottles, etc. Same as here, the story related to Sahib-e-Alam. Sahib also was searching the money in the garbage. At that time when Sahib was searching the money in the garbage, at that time narrator was passing through that way where he was searching, he was wandering in the garbage or searching in the garbage something. Then at that time narrator asks with Sahib. What he asked with Sahib means narrator asked with Sahib that, or from Sahib, that why he doesn't go to school. Then at that time she means Sahib-e-Alam says that there is not any school near to his resident, near to his village or near his areas. Then at that time narrator also said that if he would open a school, if narrator would open a school, means she would open a school, then at that time he would go to his to her school. As here narrator Anish Jung describes the poverty, the child labor of that area from where Sahib-e-Alam was belonging. Then at that time, next times again when narrator was passing through that way where Sahib-e-Alam was searching the money in the garbage, then at that time Sahib-e-Alam see to narrator, then at that time he ran toward narrator. He ran toward Anis Jung. Then at that time Sahib asked that she had opened his school or not. Then at that time narrator feels very shame because she was unable to fulfill the desire of the boy Sahib. So because she had promised that she would open a school for the students, but she was unable to open a school for the children for Sahib. So when Sahib demanded that what she had promised or she had promised with him, so she feels very shame at that time when he asked about the school. Then after that story goes again toward the family of Sahib-e-Alam, as Sahib-e-Alam was belonging from Dhaka, and also means due to the natural or due to the problems they departed from Dhaka to Simapuri. And Simapuri is near Delhi, where means in Simapuri they were living or their family were living. But we can say they were from Dhaka, but due to the natural disaster they fled or they departed from, they migrate from Dhaka to Simapuri, and they were wandering, they were moving here and there in search of food, in search of money, in search of gold in the garbage, and their family also working or earning the money by working hard. In this way also narrator observes, narrators see that the means Sahib was working hard. Means also here narrator describes Sahib-e-Alam. Sahib-e-Alam means Lord of Universe. Lord of Universe. Sahib-e-Alam means Lord of Universe. So here narrator also describes about the meaning of the Sahib-e-Alam, as the means of Sahib-e-Alam is Lord of Universe. Means if he knew the meaning of his name, then he don't do or he doesn't do or he didn't do that work what he was doing. The story proceeds after that. When Sahib observes anywhere the garbage, the dump of garbage, he ran toward the garbage and starts searching. He starts searching something in the garbage. That is the daily routine of Sahib-e-Alam. And also in this way, once upon a time, Sahib-e-Alam means Sahib appointed or Sahib was working or starts his work, starts his job on the tea stall. Where where narrate means where Sahib earns means he earns 800 rupees per month and also food for that work. One day, narrator was passing through that area where Sahib had also takes loaded, or means he had taken a steel canister in place of bag, in place of plastic bag. In place of plastic bag, he had taken a canister on his back. At that time, Sahib means narrator Anis Jung observed, or she saw that he was not owner of his, means the feeling of Sahib-e-Alam was that he was not the owner of his. He was working under the master of the tea stall. So narrator feels that he was not, or he was no more master of his own when he was working, or he starts his job on the tea stall. So through this chapter, narrator Anis Jung describes or want to convey, means he wants to convey a message to the society that what is poverty and child labor. Means how Sahib-e-Alam, at that time when Sahib-e-Alam was searching the garbage searching the money in the garbage, then at that time he was facing poverty, and at last when Sahib works at the tea stall, at that time she means narrator describes at that time he works as, or he was working as a child labor, means Sahib was working at the tea stall at that time. It was, or that was related to the child labor. So the first part of this story finish, means first part of this story related to Sahib-e-Alam, who was working in the tea stall, and at last moment he was not his own master, he was not his master. So the first part of the story finish, and second part starts after that. So students, second story starts. Second story related to Mukesh, who wants to be a motor mechanic. The tradition of his family, which was going on continuously, which was going on from his forefathers, but he wants to change the tradition. He wants to change the view, the idea of his family, of his forefathers, or means the family of Mukesh, who was working as a bangle maker. You know very well, bangle maker. Bangle maker, they works in a factory, as their occupation, their business was to sell the bangles in the market and earn the money. Through that things they survive their life. But here next things means they construct, they built the bangles in the means they boil the means in the furnace, and after that they construct the bangles as their forefathers. Means at that time when Mukesh was young, then at that time his grandmother was alive at that time. She always busy in her work, and also Mukesh observes everything. Mukesh observes the condition, the poor condition of his family, as they were facing poverty at that time. When Mukesh had an idea, Mukesh was thinking to be a motor mechanic. That was means he was firmly determined toward his act, toward his work, toward his job. And also narrator describes they were working, means his family was working in the bangle making. They made bangles, and that's a bangle was selling by them, and they earned money. Through that money they survived their life. Once upon a time when grandmother informed to him that means through that work, or means by making the bangles, their forefathers means their grandfather, his grandfather and also other members in the family lost their eyesights, as they polished. When they polished the bangles, then at that time that chemicals which came out from that work or from that job, that's affected the eyesights of their family, of his family, or means of her family. Means she had means at that time she had also informed to Mukesh that she had seen in front of her that his grandfather lost his eyes through that work. Here Savita, who is the child, who is a girl in his family, she was also busy with her grandmother to work in the making of bangle. And also here, but Mukesh wants to change that tradition, that view, that idea by working, or means we can say to be a motor mechanic. Means he wants to fly in the air, as also here it is describes the police, the higher societies, means who belongs from the high societies, they also means they didn't support to them. If they want to be changed, they want to be change their view, they did not support to them. So here at last in the second story, narrator describes also means the relation between the first story and second story. Mukesh was also firmly determined to be a motor mechanic. He wants to change his idea, he wants to change his lifestyle, he wants to be a good, or means he wants to change his condition in the society. As what is the relation between the two stories related to Sahib-e-Alam and Mukesh? As Sahib, who faced poverty and at last he had no determination, he had no idea to change his lifestyle. As at last, as Sahib works in the tea stall and he was not the owner of him, but at last in the second story narrator describes Mukesh also facing the poverty. He was also facing poverty, and also the child labor was also seen by the narrator in the part second, in the chapter Lost Spring, written by Anish Jung. Also here in the second part which is related to Mukesh, also in this chapter seen the child labor, means Savita, who was the child, she also supports works with her grandmother, and she didn't know what is the value of the bangles. Bangles is the symbol of Suhag, but she had no idea, she had no view or no idea about that. What is the value of bangle? Next things, also here it is seen that, means in both stories narrator describes what is the view, what is the idea should be in the people, in the child, in the boy, in the girl, and also narrator describes what is the lost spring. Spring means a childhood. The meaning of this chapter, the lost means who has lost, spring means childhood, in the childhood, means lost childhood, means lost spring, lost childhood. So here Sahib also lost his childhood, and also Mukesh also he lost his childhood. Everyone's enjoy in his childhood, they had no burden, they had no responsibility in the childhood, but here Mukesh had and Sahib had a responsibility in his childhood, so they had lost his childhood. So students, the chapter second, Lost Spring, written by Anish Jung, which is in two parts, first related to Sahib and second related to Mukesh. Finish, that's all.